And that first at bat was such a good one, and he finished him off with that cutter down and in. That was nice.
For Max Scherzer, this will be his third start against the Brewers this season. The first one early on at home with the New York Mets, where he punched out 9. And quite honestly, I mean, we're seeing a much better version. And there is that slider. 1-1 fastball, good one on the corner at 95. Count goes 1-2. Comes that 1-2 pitch. Tried to go back upstairs, but couldn't quite get Monasterio to chase. Fastball. Did he hold? He did. No check on that. As on first, fake break from him. Looks like Corey Seager is going to have it. He does. And that'll be the second out here. There's a first pitch curveball taken for a strike. And I say that because there are some numbers there, as you can see them on the Valley Bar. And even 10 for 20 with a double and a couple of homers. For the guy that has had some good looks at Max Scherzer.
That's not the case.
A single and one of those home runs, but he misses a curveball here. Now the 2 hits that he had set up and it is a cutter that is just barely fouled off.
Some of the toughest guys that you faced, and probably in 20 years a lot of people may not know who Victor
against you. That gets you just a little bit flustered and you don't forget. And there's a good fastball that is fouled off, and so we're watching now. Comes the 2-2 once again, and this one grounded foul to the right side now. Last time it was August of 2021. Caratini was a member of the San Diego Padres. 2-2, and there's a changeup swung on and missed. And so to kick that battle off here,
beans, rice, and meat, the Cuban meal of choice, guys.
Dean. And Martinez will take a first pitch fastball in off the plate. Bender, good runner, good bat to ball skills as he attempts a bunt base hit there. Foul tip. Backdoor breaking ball on the outside corner, so it's now 1-2 here to Martinez. Well above league average. Caratini giving chase, but that'll reach the space. 1-2, slider. Did he check his swing? He did not. JP Martinez down on strike.
Pretty good slider right here. Martinez not able to pick it up. Kind of thought it was going to be that.
So Ezekiel Duran steps in. He'll take a look at a first pitch fastball just off the plate. I think safe to say so far what we have seen here for the Rangers. 4 seasons ago is when the last time that happened. 3-0 misses by a lot. Very interesting to see how these last 2 innings have started for both of these. Hauser goes out, strikes out JT Martinez, walks Ezekiel Duran on 4 pitches.
Has hit a homer off him, but it was only 3 for 13. It's probably just, you know, you lose your mechanics just for a minute. Only to
just a little bit of a letdown. I really wouldn't expect that necessarily from Max Scherzer. In 21, 2 in 2019. So you talk about a lot of time in between where you've seen Adrian Hauser.
And you can anticipate the way that his pitches are going to move.
Well, there is a fastball at the top of the strike zone that runs a strike.
That little ride back on this one, not a ton. You know, judging by that view, it looks like it could have been a
consistency as Leody Taveras looks at a 2-seam fastball on the corner called strike. 0-1 to Taveras. He's late on that 93-mile-an-hour fastball. 0-2 pitch to Taveras, and that one gets away. And there was one of those 4-seam fastballs from House. May was absolutely fantastic. May and June really strong for Leody. He had 368. And there is a 2-seam fastball swung on and missed. Taveras down on strikes to the top of the 3rd inning. It's the Brewers and the Rangers on Valley Sports Southwest. Knowing that he has moved up into a tie with Phil Niekro, 11th all-time. Tenor here very likely before the season is over, and catching Greg Maddux, of course, the brother of his career. But I'm with you. I mean, top 10 in our game's history. I understand it's the strikeout generation and things in our game's history. Is this a foul ball? Under missed a couple of seasons right when he was hurt with the Houston Astros. Didn't start.
ERA was up around 4.5.
Well, there's an elevated fastball, and Max Scherzer now all alone. So that'll bring up Tyrone Taylor, who looks at a fastball on the corner from Scherzer, the Washington Nationals. He actually did not win the Cy Young Award that year, despite the fact behind his current teammate Jacob deGrom. deGrom was absolutely 2-1 fastball fouled off, so it'll be an even 2-2 count to Tyrone Taylor. We begin. Changeup almost gets her
in the delivery, the way that Not only having to deal with something coming at you 95, 96 miles.
Here comes the 3-2 from Scherzer. That fastball misses badly. It'll be a walk to the 9-hole hitter. So Christian Yelich now up for the second time. They threw for a base hit. Taylor will pull up at second. So eager in his first at bat. And Max Scherzer certainly will take another one of those right now with one out. A potential double play. That slider is swung on and missed. We see the ground ball right there for Max Scherzer at 34. Here's the 0-2, and Cano pulls off on a good slider from Scherzer just below the strike. There's the 1-2 and doesn't offer that curveball. We were talking about Willie Adames and that lean back. You were kind of pointing out.
Be a little bit taller after the pitcher, goes through his initial routine and gets ready. I'm guessing so, because if you're a balanced hitter, your weight's going to be over the plate. Her body was curled around the strike zone.
Changeup misses just in off the plate. It'll be the second. Mike Maddox out to talk to Max Scherzer, who, listen, I mean, it's just so intense. But it matters, right? The idea of even the best in the game. There's a good looking fastball on the corner. I shouldn't say that. He may have given it to himself, maybe not. Either way, down to the count 0-2.
I didn't see that.
It's hilarious, but he is down on strikes. Good looking pitch there. Cutter from Max. For 14 with 9 strikeouts against Max Scherzer. Make it 5 straight strikes now since the Mike Maddox here. Here comes the 0-2. That one misses outside of the strike zone. So 1-2 count here. Oh, look out. And that one hits him. It is a fastball at 96. Scherzer 1 strike away from getting out of the inning. Craig Counsell wants to check. That slider is swung on and missed. We see the ground ball right there for Max Scherzer at 34. Here's the 0-2, and Cano pulls off on a good slider from Scherzer just below the strike. There's the 1-2 and doesn't offer that curveball. We were talking about Willie Adames and that lean back. You were kind of pointing out.
Be a little bit taller after the pitcher, goes through his initial routine and gets ready. I'm guessing so, because if you're a balanced hitter, your weight's going to be over the plate. Her body was curled around the strike zone.
Changeup misses just in off the plate. It'll be the second. Mike Maddox out to talk to Max Scherzer, who, listen, I mean, it's just so intense. But it matters, right? The idea of even the best in the game. There's a good looking fastball on the corner. I shouldn't say that. He may have given it to himself, maybe not. Either way, down to the count 0-2.
I didn't see that.
It's hilarious, but he is down on strikes. Good looking pitch there. Cutter from Max. For 14 with 9 strikeouts against Max Scherzer. Make it 5 straight strikes now since the Mike Maddox here. Here comes the 0-2. That one misses outside of the strike zone. So 1-2 count here. Oh, look out. And that one hits him. It is a fastball at 96. Scherzer 1 strike away from getting out of the inning. Craig Counsell wants to check.